here with Dr. Guido Governatori, who's the principal researcher at NICTA, Queensland Research Laboratory. He's speaking at the World Computer Congress on the 20th to the 23rd of September in the Value IT stream. Guido, would you mind giving us some of your background, please?
Sure. I received my PhD in 1997 from the University of Bologna, and the topic of my PhD was on legal informatics. My main research is on the applications of logic and formal methods to the modeling of legal reasoning, normative reasoning, so how to model norms, rules, guidelines, regulations, and similar. And then we look at possible applications of those. First, a series of applications we looked at was about e-contracts. So we looked at how to formalize, represent e-contracts, and then the representation allows us to look at how to monitoring the performance of a contract. So we know at every moment whether the activities done are in violations of the contract and how to recover from those violations. Then we look at how to extend that work, and we look at regulatory compliance for business processes, and then we develop some techniques to determine whether processes comply with relevant regulations. And this is the key part of my presentation at the World Computer Congress.
Okay, nice segue. Guido, can you just tell us a bit more, some of the other key points on your presentation at the World Computer Congress, please?
Well, the main idea is that technology now is available for applications, for IT applications in the legal domain. The legal domain was one of the first domain where we had applications from IT, but then, well, after the initial adoption, the adoption was very limited, so we have mainly application information retrieval, looking at databases, but now we can do much more. So in my presentation, I'm going to look at how to use techniques from artificial intelligence and formal methods and logics, and how to apply to business process compliance. So we will look at how to formalize regulations relevant for business processes on one side, business processes on the other side, and how to combine the two to determine whether the activities done by business processes and workflows are compliant with the relevant regulations. We can look at different stages of the life cycle of business processes. We can look at design time whether processes are compliant, so we know before deploying the processes where we are going to have some possible problems. We can look at runtime, so we can monitoring the execution of business processes to determine whether there are some problems with regulations. And finally, we can look at processes after they've been deployed and run. So we can look at auditing business processes, and then we can essentially have a big improvement on the current activities, because eventually we can look at all single instances of business processes. So it is a big increase in productivity, and then we hope that the techniques we develop will be adopted, and so they will be successful.
Fantastic. Thank you, Guido. I'm looking forward to your presentation. Again, that's in the Value IT stream at the World Computer Congress, which is in Brisbane from the 20th to the 23rd of September. Thanks a lot, Guido.
Thank you. Pleasure.